Hello to you all. I hope you're all doing well. This is the 5th video in the Self-esteem series. In the 4th video, we started talking about beliefs of people with healthy, high self-esteem. And in the 4th series, we focused on the beliefs around myself of people who have healthy and high self-esteem. In this, the 5th video, I want to we're going to carry on looking at beliefs, and we're going to look at the beliefs of those who have high and healthy self-esteem, but specifically, what are the beliefs they have with regards to myself in relation to other people. Now, when we looked at the beliefs of people with high and healthy self-esteem, and we looked at their beliefs in relation to themselves, there were 3 core beliefs that I spoke about. The first one was, I have a right to be here. Simply because we are all born, we have a right to be here. I have value, I have worth. Nobody is more valuable than me or less valuable than me. Nobody is better than me or lesser than me at a fundamental human level. That is an absolutely core belief people with high self-esteem have about themselves. We are equal in value. I respect you and I respect myself. Okay, the second belief around the self was, I have a right to my opinions, feelings, needs, wants, and I have a right to express them in a way that is appropriate. In other words, that doesn't damage other people and property. If I have high self-esteem, I know very well I may not get everything I want, and I may not get my opinion, but I still know that I have a right to say what I want to say, and I don't have to keep quiet. And then the third and final core belief relating to the self that we looked at was, I like myself, I respect myself, and I take care of myself. Right, so those were the 3 beliefs relating to the self. Now I want to look at 3 beliefs, or 3 core beliefs, that people who have healthy, high self-esteem have, particularly beliefs in relation to themselves and their interactions with other people. I'm also going to keep it to 3 core beliefs because 3 is a good number and it's manageable and it's something that we can work with. So the first belief I want to talk about is, I like myself. If I treat others well, I can expect that others like me too. I like myself. And if I treat others well, I expect that other people will most probably like me as well. Now let's look at parts of that belief. The first part of that belief is, I like myself. If you want to have good relationships with other people, be they personal, intimate, friendships, work relationships, the first relationship you need to get right is the relationship with yourself. Which is why I started off by saying you need a belief, I like myself. It is very hard for you to believe other people will like you and to act as if other people will like you if you don't like yourself. If you don't like yourself, you are probably in some way going to communicate this across to other people you interact with, and they're going to get a message that seems a little bit off. So if you want people to like you, start by liking yourself. Now, note that I said I like myself, and if I treat people well, I can expect that they most probably will like me in return. The belief is not, everyone is going to love me. Okay, the belief everybody likes me and loves me and thinks I'm wonderful is not the belief of somebody with healthy, high self-esteem. Actually, it's a little bit more like you have a personality disorder. Okay, it doesn't matter who you are. Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa had people who didn't like them. We live in a world where not everybody is going to like you. But if you behave nicely to people, if you treat them decently, if you act with courtesy and respect, the people you like are mostly going to like you back. That is what people with healthy, high self-esteem believe. If you are somebody who sits there and believes, oh, most people are not going to like me, that is not the belief of somebody with good self-esteem. That is the belief of somebody with low self-esteem. The truth is most people want to get on with other people. And people with high self-esteem know this. They want to be in a good relationship with themselves and with others. And they know that most people also want this. So they assume that if they behave nicely and decently, that other people will like them and will behave in the same way back. Okay, so that's the first core belief around myself in relation to others. I like who I am. And if I treat others well, I expect most of the people I like will probably like me in return. The second one is, if I like somebody and my feelings are not returned, it can be disappointing. It probably is going to be disappointing. It can be even very painful and hurtful. But it is not a reflection of my personal worth. And you can extend this in the sense of whether it be somebody you want a personal relationship with, whether it be somebody you want a friendship with, or whether it be somebody you actually want to hire you and you want to work with them, or you want a business relationship with. Okay, a person with high self-esteem, once again, goes back to if they like somebody, they're happy to say that. They also understand that you can't force somebody to like you or want you or have you if they don't want it, if the feeling is not reciprocated. But they also understand that if it's not reciprocated, and by now you've probably realized and you say, oh, she's talking about rejection. And that is how some people would see it. If somebody rejects you for a job or a relationship or whatever it might be, it is not an indication of my personal worth. For whatever reason, they might not return the feelings or feel the same way or have the same opinion. It does not change your personal worth. So don't start thinking, oh, that means I'm no good. Nobody's going to want me. Nobody's going to like me. Nobody's going to hire me. Nobody will ever love me, etc., etc. So to recap on that belief, if somebody I like does not return my feelings, or somebody I want to be with does not feel the same way, it can be hurtful, it can be disappointing, but it is not a reflection of my personal worth. People with low self-esteem very often take it as a reflection of their personal worth. It isn't. People are just different in their preferences and needs and wants and so forth. So that's the second one. And then the third core self-esteem belief I want to talk about is, I should treat other people with courtesy and respect. And other people should treat me with courtesy and respect. And some people even go so far as to say that I have a right to be treated with courtesy and respect by others. And, well, yes, actually you do, because the laws don't allow for slander and intimidation and harassment and so forth. So the first part of the core belief, I should be treating other people with courtesy and respect. And I deserve to be treated with courtesy and respect back. Now, you need the first bit, okay? Because if you're not going to treat somebody with courtesy and respect, you don't really have a right to get upset if they're not nice to you. You do get people who treat other people like dirt and then sit there and go, that person doesn't seem to like me. I wonder why. What's wrong with that person? They don't like me. Here we go with our personality disorder again. Okay, so the first part of the belief, I treat others with respect and courtesy, and I have a right to expect them to treat me with respect and courtesy in return. If somebody does not treat me with respect and courtesy, it is about who they are. It is a reflection on who they are, not who I am. Now, there are a lot of people who have written about this. Things like don't take it personally and so forth, and don't take in the poison other people are trying to send to you because it'll just cut you up and so forth. The truth of the matter is, no matter how many times you say to somebody, you know what, it's not about you, we probably are going to be a little bit hurt and cut up if somebody treats us really badly. We're human beings. We actually are wired to socially get on. So if somebody comes along and is really abusive and threatening and horrible to us, we probably will get a little bit cut up and disappointed and possibly quite tearful and shocked. Understand, though, it is not about you. The way that person has behaved is entirely their responsibility. Once you are an adult human being over the age of 26 and your prefrontal cortex is fully developed, you own every single part of your words and your behavior. You cannot say to somebody, oh, look what you made me say, look what you made me do. No, you didn't. You, as an adult human being, own everything you say and everything you do. And if it is not nice, and if it is about treating other people badly, it is a reflection on you and it is not about the other person. So, yes, you might be upset if somebody doesn't treat you with courtesy and respect, or if they really are horrible to you. But it's not about you. Don't blame yourself. Don't make yourself feel less than. It's not a sign of your personal worth. Your worth or value has in no way diminished. It is not about you at all. It is about the other person. Okay, so those are the 3 core beliefs I'm going to talk about I have spoken about in relation to the self and others. I like myself, and if I treat others well, I expect they most probably will like me too. If I like somebody and the feeling is not returned, it may be disappointing, it may be painful, but it is not a reflection on my worth as a person. And then the 3rd one, I should treat people with courtesy and respect, and I deserve to be treated with courtesy and respect in return. If other people do not treat me with courtesy and respect, it is a reflection on them and not me. So I want you to think about those 3 core beliefs. Are those your beliefs? And once again, as I said with video number 4, it's very easy to say, well, yes, they are, because it's very logical and obvious that, well, this is what I should be believing. But as I also said in video number 4, there's nothing logical about our beliefs. Our beliefs are learned on the basis of our experiences and how we interpret what happens to us in life. Your beliefs can be very illogical. So once again, if those are not your beliefs and you want to change your own beliefs to those of people with high and healthy self-esteem, think about this. Think about, do I act in such a way that it would suggest this is my belief? If it's not, if you want to change your beliefs, remember you learned your not so healthy beliefs and you can learn new beliefs. And you learn them by repeating them, by thinking about them, by reflecting on your actions, and by sitting there and asking yourself, if this were my belief, how would I be acting? What would I be doing? And then starting to actually live as if those were your beliefs. From my side, I wish you well. I think our happiness and our success in life depends so much on how well we get on with other people. And you don't get on well with other people by being a doormat or a people pleaser. You need to respect yourself in order for other people to respect you. So my hope is that you will work on your beliefs and that you will be a person with healthy, high self-esteem, because in that way you are just going to have a much better life in every sense. Have a wonderful week. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.